From sideshows to murders, hardly a day goes by that we don't hear about the latest violence in Oakland. Well, now there is a program aimed at steering kids away from trouble and onto success in the classroom and in life. It's called SAFE. The nickname stands for Student Advocate for Education. The program director, Mouton, joins us this morning, along with student DeMarcus Foster and Fire Department Battalion Chief Ty Payton. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
Andre, we'll start with you. What essentially does this program do?
Well, the program is geared to help at-risk kids get back in school, work with dropout kids, primarily high at-risk kids that are on the verge of probably not ever going back to school.
And you mentor them?
I mentor them. I first find them. I go in the community. All the kids know who I am, and I'm a reliable resource for kids to get back in school.
DeMarcus, you just graduated from high school, and it wasn't an easy time for you. You almost dropped out. I mean, what did this program mean to you in terms of being able to get out of high school?
This program was so essential to me for the fact that, like you said, I almost dropped out. So the way it seemed, it was like either do this now or take the risk of becoming an older person and becoming content with not having a diploma. So I felt like Mouton helped me out, and the fact that I just wanted to be somebody in life, I just decided to continue with what I was doing.
We just saw your graduation pictures. That was May 19th. You may go on to college, too.
Yes, I will.
You take these guys on a trip every, and there's some young ladies too. You're going. Yes. You've done this for, this will be the 4th or 5th year. You're going on a nationwide trip. Explain where you go and why you're taking them on a cross-country trip.
Well, my idea is taking kids across country is that I can give a kid $100 or a computer. The $100 they would spend, the computer would probably break or wear out. But a trip across country, educational sites, will help a kid really learn about historical sites and colleges, and just getting out of the country, because most kids, Oakland comprise their whole experience base.
We see a picture here. This is in front of the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee, where Martin Luther King Jr. was killed. Why is it important that these kids learn? I mean, I realize, you know, Dr. King died 30-some years ago. A lot of these kids really aren't familiar with how much of an impact he had on this country back in the 60s and nowadays.
Yes, well, if a student knows how much the struggle was for civil rights, the civil rights movement, and how there was a fight to get to be educated, then they're more likely to appreciate their education as opposed to not appreciating it.
I want to bring Ty into the discussion here because we're seeing one of the firehouses near Ground Zero in New York City, and the Oakland Fire Department has been very supportive in raising funds for this program and mentoring the kids as well. Why are you guys involved in this, and what do you hope a visit to the firehouse at Ground Zero brings to these kids on this trip?
Well, the reason that we're involved is about 4 years ago, Andre came to the fire department and he outlined his program. And all firefighters try to be supportive of people in the community and community programs. And we always hear how, you know, we need to do more for the youth of Oakland, more for the youth of Oakland. Well, Andre was actually doing something tangible. And so firefighters individually and through some of our organizations were able to donate money to Andre to help him finance his trips. So we had our union, Local 55, the Black Firefighters Association. We have a sports association and a Oakland Firefighters Random Acts Association, which all donate money to Andre in addition to individual firefighters that take out of their pocket and give. And again, the reason we do it is to support the youth in Oakland and community programs.
Well, it's a great program, and one of the things I'm excited you guys are doing is you're going to go to Washington, D.C. on this trip. I know you've taken students to Howard University in the past, and there's so much to see in the nation's capital. What kind of a message, and then you're going to go to some of the predominantly black colleges in Atlanta too, what does that say to a young man or a young lady who might not be thinking of college to actually go stand there? I mean, Supreme Court justices came from this college, a lot of famous members of Congress. What kind of hope does that give them?
Well, a lot. When you get hands-on, it's nothing like hands-on. You hear about colleges, or even some kids not even interested in college until they see the college, and that kind of grabs them when they see a lot of people that look like them and they can communicate with and see that they can actually do it as well.
What are you looking forward to most, DeMarcus, on this trip?
I'm really looking forward to just being able to branch off and see colleges, like you said, where famous people, where real significant people in our times have come out of. And nothing to take away from colleges in my local area, but I would love to just branch off and be able to meet new people and have the opportunity, knowing where I came from, possibly not getting a diploma, to not only having a diploma, but getting some essential information that I can bring back to my people in the environment and tell them that down south is nice or East Coast is nice. something like that.
Yeah, well, this is a terrific program. Of course, it takes money, it takes donations to operate the program, and we want to give our viewers some information in the event that they wish to donate. The organization is called SAFE. It stands for Student Advocate for Education, helping a lot of at-risk and needy kids here in Oakland. If you'd like to donate funds, the number's at the bottom of your screen there. Let me read it for you. We'll put this on our website, too, ktvu.com, but the number is 510-472-7153. Again, it's 510-472-7153 if you'd like to donate to the SAFE program helping our youth here in Oakland. Again, Andre, DeMarcus, and Ty, thanks for being here this morning, especially Ty. You've been up all night with that fire here in Oakland and have been a busy man. So thanks and good luck to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you. Time now is 8:51. Let's go back to Frank and Tori.